I know. I'm trying to figure out. That's the wrong link. See? That's why I gotta check. You gotta check, Ablo. You gotta check, man. Don't start. Don't start. We've been chilling the whole episode. What? Damn. Hold on. You gotta check, Ablo. You gotta check, man. Don't start. Don't start. We've been chilling the whole episode. Why is it so laggy? I'm trying to figure out why it's so laggy. You have got to learn how to hold your pacifier. I really do beg of you. I beg of you. Come on, man. I apologize to everybody out there. The stream is coming in and out. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to fix that problem. The lag is so bad. Like I'm like, hopefully the stream clears up in a little bit. I don't know. We're gonna turn them all on soon. Listen, we're doing all new things. We're doing new things. We're trying out new techniques of just promoting. We're trying everything new. How's everybody feeling out there? For those who tune in with me on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, I'm gonna do the Instagram too, but I'm gonna try it a new way. So this way is gonna be kind of crazy. Essentially, what I'm about to do is I'm going to go off of my phone, right? But watch it on Instagram on my computer. I gotta figure out why the frame rate's all messed up. Let me see. Don't worry, y'all. We're gonna get everything situated. This is the beginning of every show because we don't have a team, and this is just part of the process, you know? So when this is part of the process, you know what you gotta do. You have to be your own, you gotta be your own producer. I don't care how you put it. You gotta be your own producer. Listen, if anybody's in the chat, holla at your boy. Exactly. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, cancel. I don't even want to be on the Wi-Fi when I hit this stream. I want to make sure that this is already plugged in. Ablo, don't. Oh my gosh, brother. You know what? Just give me a second. We're trying to get everything situated. You want to rage out. I know. You want to pop off. Yeah. All right, make sure the Wi-Fi is off. Hold on, brother. There we go. It says 2 people are watching, but I find that very hard to believe, to be completely honest with you. I love everybody, but I'm like 2 people. Like, as soon as I go live, people are there. I'm like, nah. I'm going to try something. Look, we trying new things. We're trying new things all the time. Oh, what's good? Oh, Hannah, the videos are finished, by the way. I just put it all in the Google Drive. I got to send you the link right after the show. I did the first video, but I didn't like it. So then I kind of kept the same concept and then did it again. And I wanted to see if there was any difference. But I wasn't sure if there was. You know, it's just one of those things where I just wasn't 100% comfortable. Here, brother, take your pacifier. New baby, no job. This is the baby that, come on. Keep the pacifier in your mouth. I got to keep my arm right here to make sure you don't want to go completely crazy. Oh my gosh. People don't understand how hard this is. If only people knew the steps it takes to create a stream and for it to run. That's weird. On my Instagram thing, it's not even saying live, and I have nothing to verify. That's the worst part. So I don't know if this is actually working how it's supposed to, or if it isn't. Brother, keep it. Why do you spit it out of your mouth? I don't understand that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't. Whatever you thinking, brother, don't do it. Let me make sure that everything's on. Check the chat. Oh, okay. Hannah, you are here. Just now getting that message in. When you want to put in a search here, I don't know. Hannah, can you do me a solid and check on Instagram to see if I'm live? It's not really letting me at the moment, and I'm trying to just get my link. I guess that would be a little bit important. They won't even let me search. Usually it pops up first, but it's not even. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm trying to figure this all out. Let me see. Let me just look. There we go. I'm trying to. Okay, it is. It's so bad because you only can look at one, but I can't even see the comment section on Instagram. So I apologize to anybody really who is on Instagram because I can't even really engage with you. On Instagram, today's episode is called New Baby, No Job. What? That sounds wild, right? That sounds absolutely asinine, crazy, blasphemy. But to be honest with you guys, that's exactly what's going on to me, man. I usually we try to go through like the protocols and things of that nature, but we're not doing that this time. We're just gonna jump right to it. We're just gonna jump right to it. Last week, I got hit with the craziest news ever, which was my previous employer, who I love and care about oh so dearly. Listen, there's no bad blood. Just due to the shift in the market, I got laid off. Now, usually, if this was the old me, I would be so frustrated. I got to look at two cameras now. As soon as I can figure out how to get that up there, we'll be good. But we'll deal with one thing at a time. Usually, I'm copacetic about this. Usually I would be like distraught. Like, what am I going to do? I was going to complete panic, yada, yada, yada. And for some reason, I was just completely relaxed with the entire situation. It was like the first time ever where I did not have any idea as to what I was going to do next, but yet in that discomfort, I was comfortable, if that makes any sense to you. Because usually, like I'm saying, if I lost my job, I go into a panic. I immediately run to finding job applications. I run to try to find new clients. I run to just try to find whatever my next step in life is going to be. But this time, I stopped. And I inhaled, exhaled, and I was actually able to come to some form of just peace with the entire situation. Remember, this is all new to me. This is not a situation for me where I'm used to, well, you can say this, where I'm used to being unemployed. Now, I'm not sure if you guys remember, and I can pull it up on screen, but I don't know if anybody on Instagram will be able to see. That's why you guys have got to watch on YouTube. If you're here on Instagram, make sure you watch on YouTube. The show was supposed to be better, but we're lagging a little bit. We're lagging a little bit. Also, by the way, this is the only thing that keeps my son quiet because he thinks during the entire show, he thinks that I'm talking to him. So as long as I'm talking, he's good. But anyways, I usually go into a complete panic and I'm like, I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. What's going to be my next job option? How am I going to go about this? I need a job tomorrow. And I end up making a mistake. It's like jumping into a new relationship, right? But jumping into a new relationship without correctly healing. Ablo. Thank you. It's like jumping into a new relationship without even completely healing from the previous one. And I really had to stop and think and figure out what do I feel comfortable doing? Because I'm 29, 30, however you want to count it. I'm at a shift in my life where I need to figure out. He does. I've heard that before. I've heard that. you hear Hannah says you have my whole face, brother. You agree or disagree? Give me a sound if you agree. Oh, a nod even works even better. I'll take it. But anyways, you end up it's like if you go into another relationship after a failed one, and you end up carrying all the bad habits from the previous relationship, and then you take it into the new one, which is why I comfortably and always argue that you have to go through a hoe phase. This is mind you, that's a genderless conversation. I think a woman has the right to go through a whole phase. I think a man has to go through a whole phase, because how else do you completely reset the previous relationship? There's no correct way to previously reset until you've literally cleared out the emotions. Now, also do this at the same time of going to therapy and talking to someone. You don't just want to jump into the next relationship. So then that's what I did. Essentially, that's what I'm doing right now with my life, my career, my job, and everything I got going on. So understanding that and knowing that, I just accepted. I was like, I think the only correct thing I could do with my life right now is to go 1,000% in marketing and content creation. Now, what are you really saying, Mohammed? I'm not sure if you guys remember a while back, and I probably can give you the date if I still have the screenshot on my page. I can't find it, but a while back, what was the date on that? Damn, I literally clipped it right where the thumbnail was, but I did not clip where the date was, and I just emptied my trash trying to figure out how to clear my cash out earlier, so I don't even have it anymore. But possibly about 2 to 3 years ago, I had this bold idea, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to start my own business. And for those who've been part of the whole Cone story, the whole storyline, you understand, that was a big deal. Honestly, it was one of those moments in my life where I was just like, I was confident about about my decisions. So what ended up happening is that I ended up meeting this beautiful young woman, my girlfriend then, wife now, and we ended up, let's just say, we was driving with no seatbelts. Now, mind you, this is the first year of the relationship. So within that first year, we had a slip up. I don't know a smooth way. I'm trying to come up with a smooth way to say this, but we had a slip up. And in that slip up, Kiara got pregnant. Now, we ended up going to the Dominican Republic, and what we did not know about anything about just pregnancy, because understand, we were all new to this. Well, we were both new to this. We didn't know what to do. Apparently, you're not supposed to get on airplanes if your significant other is pregnant. Because it was so early in the pregnancy, mind you, we were still kind of keeping it under wraps. We didn't even really tell anyone yet. So when we got to the DR, and that was my first real vacation ever. Sadly, we ended up having a miscarriage in the process. But in that process of me finding out that I was about to have a baby, I completely canceled all my plans of being an independent content creator, marketer, whatever. And I was like, I need to go back and finding a stable paycheck. Mind you, this was probably month one. This was probably month one of the entire pregnancy. So to be honest with you, I really jumped the gun on this. Tenfold. I've talked about the story in different ways in different segments, but I had to wait until my wife went first with it, because I hinted it, but I didn't really tell it because I needed my wife to give the detailed story. So anyways, now that I got the clearance, we're good. So what I ended up doing was, when we were there, not while we're there, what ended up happening is I ended up going back and getting a job and working more jobs, but I never even gave my dreams and my passions a chance. I just went straight into, I need to provide for a family. And that worked well. Honestly, it worked pretty well. I never realized how much things cost. So things still got expensive even with the job. But I was like, there has to be a next step. The hardest part, what they never really tell you about, is that when you have a job you like, it's hard leaving that job. Because not only do you like the people, you like what you do, you just don't necessarily like the money. But if 2 of the 3 settings, which are the people and even the management, are all cool, why would you want to leave? Not only on top of that, you're at a job that lets you literally take another job in the midst of the job. It's crazy. I've never had a sweeter deal, so I felt really uncomfortable about leaving. This would all be fine and dandy if we didn't take into consideration that everything's just expensive. So I went on my stream, my show, Mohammed Cook's show, and I just started talking. I started talking to people, yo, we got to figure out a strategy for me to make some more money. This is really important. My career is everything, yada, yada, yada. But I was trying to do it in a way to where maybe if I work a night job or maybe if I work side clients, I can still keep my job and then still do other things. So fast forward to Ablo, right? Lovely Ablo. There's the camera. There, lovely. He's locked on something. I don't know what he's looking at. But what ended up happening, oh, I'm sorry. I don't even see. Hopefully you guys aren't chatting or anything. Okay, look, there's no chat. We're good. I was like, oh no, I did the thing again. What ended up happening was I was like, okay, now that I have a job, let me come back. Because I was necessarily organically fired from this situation or let go from this entire situation, I was like, yo, what if this is my sign to really go and figure out my next steps on my own? What if I really got the second chance to go ahead and find my own clients, start my own business, create my own brand, become my own content creator, and really take this seriously? And to be completely honest and transparent with you guys, that is the only thing I really want to do, with a little bit of speculation, of course. I mean, like with a little bit of stipulations. If I'm able to find a gig that pays, I don't know, that pays 75 and above, 75, 80 and above, I'll take the job. But it has to be a job within video editing or marketing. Because to be honest with you, I don't think you're able to turn that type of profit year one of a business. But I'm starting to realize in all the jobs I've looked for and all the places I have gone to look, they're not really offering me that type of pay. So I'm like, if everything's paying, as they call in music, I watched Ray the other day. They call it the chitlin circuit. If everything's paying in the chitlin circuit, why don't I just make my own chitlins? It doesn't even make sense for me to join their circuit when I can essentially do my own and get paid the same thing. Now, does it sound like I'm getting too big for my britches? I don't know. Once again, I was watching Ray, y'all, so my slang is all dated right now, so bear with me. And then I said, okay, let's do some math. Let's just do some quick math. Let's just carry the one, and then all this is going to make sense. So if I'm able to find 5 clients, which in my head, my dream setup would be 5 clients at $1,000 each. That's $5,000 a month. Now, I don't know how taxes work, yada, yada. I'll have to get a CPA on the show in order to figure out what the next steps on how that really works. But that's $5,000 a month. And with a job, a formal job, that's anywhere around the $70,000 to $80,000 a year mark. You have to account for taxes because that's just how taxes work. Technically, the 60 would be $5,000 a month, whatever, a $60,000 job. But because it's a big boy job, they're going to take taxes. So you only see 5. So I'll probably be getting 6, whatever. You get what I'm saying? It'll be like $5,500 check. And I was like, yo, if everything else is paying half of that, I might as well. So I think this is one of those things where in content creation or content creators, some of the fights that they have, I think that this is just one of those forks in the road. Do you go get a job? Do you not go get a job? Do you find a night job? What the fuck do you do next? There is no telling. There is no one way answer for this. So essentially, this is my whole strategy I put in place. Luckily, I covered the rent with a previous gig I did, so I don't have to really worry about that. Now, the rent here is up for question. That's the money that I have to go find. That's where I have to go get it out the mud, is the rent for this spot. Now, the rent for everything else, my car payment and my other rent, I have to really go, like I said, go out and get it. So this is what I want to do. I want to spend the first, he don't speak English. He good. One side of me is like, I'm going to give myself 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. And in those 3 months, I'm going to go to try find clients. 5 clients at $1,000 a month, giving them 10 videos a month, which is really simple for me. Reels, 15 to 30 seconds. It's really easy to comprehend. I'm not talking about video. Mind you, I'm not talking about Instagram management. I'm not doing your captions. I'm not doing your engagement. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I just want to drop off the videos essentially at $100 each. Because to be transparent with you guys, my videos, if you buy one, it's $250 even. Just $250. Because if I'm coming in here with this camera, my rigs, my lights, yada, yada, $250 is like my bottom of the barrel. So I'm like, look, if I'm giving them a discount at $100 and then do 10 of them from 15 to 30 seconds, like some quick reels, I was like, I feel that would be smart for any business to bite onto, no matter where you go or how you go about it. I feel like that's pretty smart. Even on top of that, even if you find some content creators, right? Some people who are probably don't want to do as many videos, I'll probably do it at $150, $160, and I can do 5 videos a month for you, essentially giving you one professional video a week, which could have some form of value. But the real truth is you have to do more than one. But work with me here, you know? It's kind of like a rapper in a music video. So what I want to essentially do is be able to find those clients. But you just can't say find clients on a very bold kind of, let me stay focused, come back. I want to do 3 months. I want to do 3 months of me trying to find clients. After the first 3 months, if I'm not able to find anything, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find me a night job, a job that lets me work graveyard, something that lets me work all night, whether it's the Amazon warehouse or if it's a security guard or if it's it doesn't, honestly, it doesn't even really matter wherever I go with it, because it's like it's going to be my night backup, and if the clients don't work out as quickly, because I'm still really fixated on having just a regular job. Excuse me, a regular clients. I say regular job, which takes me into phase 3. So let's say we come up to month 6 and still things are booming. And I find that very hard to believe, knowing myself, that I'm going to go 6 months without having something crack. I just find it very hard to believe. Yo, yeah, the Instagram audio. Okay. Oh my gosh. I guess I should have posted the link. Sorry about it. Should I do that real quick? Should we just cancel the live on Instagram? Let me see. I don't even think anybody's there. Yeah, let's just cancel that. Let's just cancel that one. That's perfect. Let me just, yeah, I'm gonna get this all fixed, because my microphone in my phone is broken. Oh no, I'm gonna get there, Hannah. I'm gonna get there. We're gonna talk about eBay too. What's crazy is that the audio is so trash on my Instagram that people come and then they leave because, like, discard video. If you continue in this live, you won't be saved unless you archive it. And sorry, we can discard it. We're good. Oh my gosh. All this Usher talk is absolutely hilarious. I completely forgot when Usher was ramming his head against Nicki Minaj's ass. That is wild. And y'all let that man cook. Y'all really let that man cook. That is wild to me. Here we go. How we gonna do this, brother Ablo? Uh-oh. We got David tapping in right behind us. I got a little nervous for a second. I said, who was that at the door? Yeah, bro. My live freaking on my phone is broken, so the mic is all. What that was. Yeah, bro, I didn't even know. You know, I ain't even know. So now we got to just post the link. Ablo.
Honestly, I was just listening. It was cool.
It's driving me crazy. Driving me crazy. I was like, Ablo is really right there. Bro, I gotta. So by the way, it's because now we got the real people here, right? Because I got my real fam. Kiara and I got a bet going on right now, right? Because now that I'm home all day. My bet was, I was like, yo, this motherhood shit is easy. I said, this is mad. I said, this is easy. I said, watch. I'm gonna take full outside of like breastfeeding, because I can't do that.
Yeah, clearly.
I can't do that. But everything else, I was like, yo, I'm going to take him with me everywhere other than the gigs that are at clubs and bars. And I'm going to see how this goes. She was big mad because at first she was like, she thought I was playing her. And I wasn't playing her, but I was like, there's no way. I'm going to look at the picture. There you go. I hit the power.
Hey, what happened?
I hit the power button.
Oh, I thought your thing was cracked.
Oh no, the screen that broke. Oh, everything's broken. Look at the thing so we can post the link, brother. There we go. Oh no, you look crazy, bro. David, do it again. David, you look we all you know what, fuck it. Let it rock. Let it rock. I'm sorry to everybody in the live. I'm sorry I'm seem so I'm so Vanessa said no you didn't. No, Ablo.
YouTube only or something?
It's YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. But yeah, like bro, I kid you not. What I'm gonna do is seriously, like I'm taking Ablo with me everywhere, and my goal, I want to close these gigs with him next to me, because I got a point to make. Is your nose running? No, okay, making sure. Yeah, bro, I'm dedicated to this fatherhood. Ain't nobody seen fatherhood like this. I'm telling you, I'm taking him everywhere I go. But anyways, it takes me back to my main point, right?
That's what my dad was on.
That's what I'm saying.
This nigga literally had me like that. Like, nigga.
Bro, it's mad simple. Just hold the baby. Just hold the baby. But, yeah, y'all. So anyways, I'm trying to just figure out what makes the most sense, you know? Like, I really want to close out on clients. I really want to close deals. And at the same time, I don't, like, what do I say? Like, I don't see I can't see any job right now. All the jobs I know are paying in the Chitlin circuit. And if we're going to be in the Chitlin circuit, then I might as well just go ahead and, there you go. I posted the link on in my story. I might as well just go ahead and just go find clients. It doesn't make sense for me to do anything else. I can't see myself. It's like Kiara knew. She knew her here. Key, by the way, I told him about our deal we have with Brother Ablo. I'm about to be Father of the Year. I'm telling y'all. Oh. No, I don't. Vanessa, she has not peeped the sticker yet. She hasn't. Not yet. Is it? Oh, yeah. It's on the side of the stroller. I'm gonna keep on putting stickers on the side of the stroller. But anyways, yeah. Which takes me into my other point, right? So the next part of like this entire entrepreneur thing that I'm clearly doing, I'm pretty sure you see in the back room a whole bunch of stuff.
Bro, whose are these?
Yeah. All that's getting sold.
Who's this?
Yeah, bro. That's all. Everything's getting sold. Shouts out to my brother Phobal.
I need one of these.
No. Everything's for sale. You haven't been on eBay in a while.
Okay, what you want for this, bro?
No, I have to look up market value, and I will look up market value, and I will be a responsible adult with the entire situation. But that's going to be another thing I'm going to be doing. I meant to actually start my show earlier, like around noon, but we had a couple mishaps. Ablo had a blowout, so I had to wash him and bathe him because he decided, oh, Dad, you trying to leave on time? Psych, we ain't going nowhere, bro. You ain't going nowhere. Yeah, even Justin's proud of me. He said, there you go, Mo, asking for market value. Because you know I'm good for hey, bro, you can just go ahead and take it.
I literally just said how much you want for it.
I have to look at the market. I don't know the market.
I will
look it up.
I'll pay the market value.
Let me see.
I want that one.
Okay, I got you. I'll go ahead. And you can save me money on shipping. So there you go. We'll be even better. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, I'm going for it, man. Father of the Year. Kiara thinks, she said 2 weeks. I said, I got this motherhood thing in the bag, bro. I got it. Because Kiara said it was hard. This brother, so far he's been good. He woke up and realized he wasn't as home. And he started yelling, so I had to push the show back a little bit because y'all would have called CPS on how mad this brother was yelling at me. But now he's good and we solid because this is what we do because this is fatherhood. Oh, you said 1 week? We can make it 2 weeks. Brother, did you? Not again. No, no, you're sweating. Oh, that's just me. All right, that's me. You're sweating. Oh my gosh, I got nervous. I said not again. Not again. But anyways, yeah, that's the overall. Yes, Kiara, I did burp him. That's why he's not yelling. She think I didn't burp him, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna, he's chilling.
Bro, he's big chilling.
He's doing an excellent job.
Bro, as long as I keep talking, he thinks I'm talking to him, he's good. The moment you stop talking, he gets mad. So I'm perfect. So I was like, and usually, yes, I'm saying, bro, it's my son. I can't even run from it. Also, with the add to the whole deal, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to the whole job thing because I got David here on a side note. So I even said, bro, I'm not only hear this. Not only is he gonna be with me for the week or two, whatever. I'm gonna say 2 weeks. Watch this. I'm back in the gym training. Not Planet Fitness. Not Planet Fitness. He gonna be there with me.
Oh, I know.
He,
Right here.
bro, in his go-kart. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you, I'm back. I talked to Kyle today. He said, pull up. He says, it's nothing, brother. It's nothing. So I kid you not, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm about to be killing it on this fatherhood thing. Like I said, I'm telling you. But anyways, Kira, does he chatter? He does when he sees the mic. Do the thing. No, he off of it. He off of it. Anyways, also, shouts out Active Life for posting my baby. My boy out here closing deals. I appreciate that. I love it when my son is closing a deal. It feels great. Everybody's contributing to this household. Everybody's working. I love that, and I appreciate that. But yeah. Today's show is essentially me talking about what I'm going to do. So anyways, this is how I'm going to go about it. I'm going to come on back to it. You can't just say I'm going to just find clients. I just can't walk around, go door to door. I think it's perfect. The perfect thing to do to start off, you can do. The door-to-door works, but I have to have some type of strategy. So the place that I really want to monetize on is doing all the real estate videos. I don't think you can get my quality of video at my rate. I want to go to people. I'm saying like, look, 10 videos a month for $1,000, $100 a video. Lowballing the hell out of myself, obviously, but I understand the importance of just growing that client base. That was the one thing, honestly, that my former boss told me before he left. He was like, yo, he told me at what price he started this business with his first client and to grow it to where it's at today. It's a very ironic conversation while getting fired or getting laid off. But nonetheless, I had to, I took it serious. So I was like, I'm going to follow that same business model. And I want to see, there you go. Yeah. And then I'm going to see how far I can get with this. I can't see myself doing anything else, honestly. Like, this is it. Like, this is the first 30 minutes of the stream, and I know I'm lagging. Things are clicking off, whatever. I apologize to everybody on here. But I'm telling you, bro, I'm going to be doing this all day, every day. If I'm not streaming, I'm finding a client or I'm editing. Just that simple. That's the whole gist of it. I'm going to switch legs, brother, because you getting hot on this leg. You got a little hot. Thank you. But, yeah. That's essentially what I got going on. How's you guys' day going so far? Yeah, you can't really fit through there. Sorry about that. How's everybody's day going through far? 1 to 10, 1 to 10. 10 being you're having a great day. 1 being you're kind of not so great. Let me know how you're feeling. Throw that in the comment section. How you feeling? 1 to 10. 1 to 10. And I don't even care where you're streaming from. This almost seems crazy. You get on live to talk, and it'd be like, you just really have to just trust the process and know and be comfortable talking to yourself. It's really wild. When you think about it, David, you got to be very comfortable talking to yourself. But here's the thing. Ever since I started going live on YouTube, I kid you not, when I started this, I had 86 subscribers. 86, right? And there was some just having a YouTube account over the years, obviously, right? But now I have 116. Bro, I don't know who these people are. So somebody's watching. Shouts out to all my new watchers, my new listeners, wherever you are. I appreciate you. Listen, we're going to talk about it. Here we go. Honey said 8.5. I can dig it. Justin, 11. We got 7s. There we go. Kiera feeling like 8. Productivity, 6.5. Listen, I'm going to wait until episode 1 of The Cooks, better known as Faith and Works. And we're going to have that conversation about productivity. Because that was crazy. I love my wife, but oh my gosh, brother, stop putting your feet on. Here we go. I'm just put them like that so you ain't got to worry about you hurting your toes. I'm telling you, that's the conversation. That's the conversation that we need to have is how productive are you? How productive are you? So what do you guys think of the plan thus far? 3 months trying to find clients within real estate. Well, I'm going to say real estate as well as whatever that other spot is. And I think as weird as this may sound, I think I really dominate in the club scene. Like people who have clubs and whatnot, they really do like my videos. So I really do think I can dominate in that space. And I want to continue to do that. So all the clubs that are in Bakersfield, small clubs, bigger clubs, club adjacent restaurants, parties, anything in that, I kid you not, my personality fits so well for that audience. And I know they got the bread because they charging $400 for a bottle that costs $40. Markup like that, all you really need is 3 niggas in a month in order to pay your entire video marketing budget. So I was like, look, it seems like a very cash friendly, exactly, it's time to party. It seems like a very cash intense or cash full business, but, and which is why I think I need to go there and just essentially sell them videos. Sell them good videos, quality videos. I'm not going to give the sauce on everything, on the types of videos I'm going to be suggesting to them, but I for sure am going to do it. For sure. And that's also, by the way, you know, I would not be taking Ablo to the club. Let me tell y'all that right now, because I have a picture of him next to me standing out of a car. And for some reason, people on the internet thought that I had my kid in the car while I was getting swung around. Come on, bro. How can I put this little brother at, come on, this, you know, put him in harm's way? Never that. Me, I will. But him, never. Never that. Also, let you guys know, baby spit a lot. It's crazy. You got to keep a bib on them 24/7 if you want their clothes to stay clean. Bruh. We all look crazy in that. He the only one. All of us look crazy. All of us look crazy in that photo I just posted on Instagram. Check my story if you want to know, because you got your eyes kind of closed. I look kind of eyes look kind of closed. Bruh, I'm telling you. And I didn't feel like repeating the photo. So it is what it is. Listen, I'm trying to see.
This is my life.
Yeah, bro. That's my life.
This is my life, baby.
Bro, I'm telling you, bad photos are worth more than good photos, because when you look back on them, you're like, you can admire your progression.
Oh man.
I don't want to look back at good photos, because then you start saying to yourself, I remember you start looking back at it like a high school football game, oh my gosh. What do you guys think? Oh, speaking of parenthood, by the way, Dwight Howard did nothing wrong. What is wrong with y'all? Have y'all seen that video? You guys seen the video of Dwight Howard essentially just encouraging his son to work harder? That's crazy. And the internet has the audacity to say he's being too rough. Yo, Shade Room comments need to be reviewed. I'm starting to think that I wish the Shade Room can give all of their followers IQ tests. Because if you don't have a father encouraging his son, what generation like come on, I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on. Let me see. The Dwight Howard kids. That's crazy. That's already coming up in the Dwight Howard and his kids. The allegations. What are they saying? This is according to how many baby mamas does Dwight Howard have? Y'all messy. I'm trying to find the allegation. Have y'all heard about it? Let me know if y'all heard about it. If you haven't heard about it, let me know. Oh my gosh. And kids. I have to figure out how to type with Ablo. I'm sure you guys can see me right now. This looks absolutely crazy because he's going crazy, and I have to make sure. There we go. Oh yeah, whatever. I can't find it. Whatever. But anyways, it's just this video of Dwight Howard training with his kids, and the internet saying he's being a little too rough on them. The fact that he's active in their life, y'all still got an issue with that? Y'all got an issue with Dwight Howard. Honestly speaking, y'all got an issue with Dwight Howard essentially encouraging his kid to work harder. If you ask me, a lot of kids these days need that Dwight Howard training camp, which is crazy to say. I don't think I've ever said, I'm not going to put Dwight Howard on my board of just fathers that I think are admirable, but that moment was kind of cool. I'm sorry. And you can't reverse that from it. Every man, I'm not going to say I know all my homies' personal lives, but all my homies who are like active and trying to pursue their dreams and their careers and their future, there's a corresponding tie between all of them. And it's literally, it was having that active father the entire way through of their entire life. You out here?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm going back to Vegas.
You going back to Vegas right now? When you plan on picking up all your, your computer and everything?
Yeah, I was going to ask, how soon do you need that out?
Not too soon. I mean, if anything, I could just put everything to the side. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, yeah, I can put everything. It's not pressing.
Just let me know when, and then I can have everything set up so I can have to take it back to the bed.
Okay. All right then, brother. Drive safe. But anyway, I'm gonna read some of the comment section, because it's just really just the three of us here, y'all. It's not even like I got the world's biggest audience. I support Dwight. People are snowflakes. I like that. Yeah, only because you show them. The only weird thing is we're recording it and posting it. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But at the same time, so back when I was getting my hair retwisted, there's always a fine line between showing parenthood and then saying you're doing it for content. Like the content, like parenthood content is always so weird. Like, okay, on one side you're proud of your kid, you're proud of what you're doing, you're going to post what your kid is doing. Like that's just a part of the entire, that's just a part of parenthood because you're proud, right? So on the other side, it looks as if you're trying to do it for some form of clout or anything like that. Now, how I look at it, I post every detail of my life. So if somebody says that I'm posting Ablo for clout, you're tripping, because I posted my homelessness too. So where do you want to put that on the scale? So how I look at this situation is like, it's okay to post, because how do you create good examples if you don't post? Like, I get the whole real success is done in silence kind of, the real G's, the real men per se. But if you don't post and set some form of an example, how's somebody else going to copy it? All right. So the reason I'll tell you, back in the day, I used to get my hair twisted at this spot, right? Downtown. And I heard some women who are all in the beauty salon talking about, he's what you call an Instagram dad, a social media dad. And in my eyes, I'm like, a social media dad. And I had to ask myself, yo, what's a social media dad? It's either you're a dad or you're not. It's like, they said it's when you do things for social media. You just say, look at my kid, I'm so proud of them for social media. You're not really active. You're not really doing things. You're not really going to the basketball games. You just here for your one weekend. You take the picture and you dip. And then, so me being a 90s baby, I remember the times where people's fathers just weren't active in their life at all. And in my head, I was like, and not even in my head, I said out loud, I said, but isn't that the first step to creating an active father, to being an active father? Like, call me stupid, but you would have to be if you're used to parents or used to dads that weren't present at all, and then you have the next generation of dads who are becoming quote unquote Instagram or social media dads who are not as active, but when they are active, they're posting it. And then you have the last version of just excellent fatherhood, which is when you're actually there and you're not posting it or anything of that nature. Wouldn't that posting be a step in the right direction? I don't know. So I kind of just wanted to raise the question to them at that moment, because I couldn't believe what they said. It just, to me, I was like, there's nothing wrong with posting your kid. And that audience that was in that beauty salon, listen, my retwist was great, but that audience, that demo, it was almost as if I respawned like a Ninja Turtle from underneath the sewer right into the shade room comment section. That's what I literally felt like when I was in that beauty salon. So when I heard that, and I was the only man in there, I had to voice my opinion. I couldn't just let that shit ride. So anyways, I essentially had to tell him, I was like, there's nothing wrong with the social media the social media dad, because the social media dad creates the good dad. I think they both become, I think they are adjacent to one another. I think even J. Cole said it. in his song, First Things First, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real, you the only father that I ever knew. But if I get my woman pregnant, I'm going to be a better you, right? So when J. Cole was a kid, there was no Instagram. There was no like social media as we know it today. Like, yeah, there were chat rooms. Yes, there was MySpace. Yes, there was Facebook. But understand, J. Cole is a little bit older than me. So in my mind, I'm like, Uncle Phil was essentially the social media dad of the time. So them being kind of upset about the fact that there was a dad. Mind you, I don't know this brother. I don't know the man they're referring to. I didn't even know the woman in the story. But I said that was the first step of the entire, that's the first step of the entire conversation, is being the social media dad. I don't know. Because if it took, the social media of that time was Fresh Prince, right? And it took a fake character in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the Cosby Show, before all the other bull stuff. Understand, it was like, yo, these were examples of fatherhood. These were TV shows. Kids don't watch TVs no more. So they're going to turn to social media figures. I'm sorry, that's just the truth of it. You can't get mad at the social media dad. You can't, because he still wants to be dad. He still wants to be dad. Now, is he trying to be active, like 100% dad all the time? I would argue that, Ablo, relax, brother. I would argue that a lot of dads, sometimes that your kids will drain you, but I can say that even being 100% all the time is difficult. If I don't hold him back, he's going to jump. I'm going to jump back to this comment section. I agree with Phobal. That's something you impose. You coaching your kid is such a regular thing. Exactly. He was being very gentle. To be honest, he was encouraging them to keep putting it down. Yes, Shade Room followers need comments. I get what you're saying, but it's still bad. You shouldn't be hanging out with your kids to get brownie points. You should be doing it because it's your kid and it's your responsibility. Yeah, listen, I agree with that, but understand, in you posting that, in you posting how much you love your kids, you actually do create the conversation of real fatherhood. Listen, what's considered a good dad and a bad dad is always up in the eyes of the beholder. It's like I can look at situations back in my childhood where the dad had a bunch of money. He provided a whole bunch for the kids, whatever. And at that time, to what I viewed, I considered that to be a good dad. But as I got older and I started to understand, it takes more than just throwing money at a situation. You got to be active. You got to be present. But at that time, that was probably good fatherhood. You understand, black men, we got a lot of unpacking to do. We have a lot of unlearning to do. We have a lot of unlearning to relearn to do. So I would never be mad at the call a spade a spade. I'm never mad at the niggas who just post their kids, even if they're not as active. Because at one point, it was almost considered taboo. It was almost considered taboo having a kid. You won't even mention you having kids. The fact that you putting your kid on the pedestal, at least to a certain extent, I think that deserves some credit. I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping in this conversation. Listen, you create a false sense, like I said, you create a false sense of reality for your kid. And now, I don't know how old the kids were, by the way. I don't know if it was a newborn, I don't know the age. I don't know that. But in the big picture, sometimes you have to zoom out. You have to zoom out of the entire fatherhood. You have to zoom out of that particular situation and understand black fatherhood over the years. The 80s and the 90s completely wrecked fatherhood for black men, 100%. Between the crack epidemic and then that was like the late 80s and then into the 90s, whatever epidemic you want to put there, you can say from all the jail and prison reform of the time. I'm getting a phone call. That's either good or bad. We lost a lot of fatherhood principles during that time. So the fact that we're now trying to refurbish and come back and trying to create fatherhood on how we view it today, and it's through posting on social media, you got to give that dad some credit. You got to. I'm sorry. Now, am I going to run and say, go be Nick Cannon with the situation, create a bunch of babies? And no. There's margins in this conversation. There's a demarcation line of acceptability. And I don't really know the brother in that story. Going back to the story, I don't really know the brother in that story. What I do know What I do know and what I do understand is based off of the knowledge they gave me, I can't knock it at all. At all. I'm sorry. You say you're doing stuff with the socials, and then Nick Cannon knows something. He's building an army. Yo, dead ass. He really is. I don't know. And you know who's quietly been getting away with it too? Davido. If you guys listen to Afrobeats, you know who Davido is. He's been quietly creating a bunch of kids as well. But it's weird because rest in peace to his, I think it was like a 2-year-old son, fell in a pool and drowned. When I say those stories now, I'm like, I can't imagine that. I don't even want to send you in near any water. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I don't think, I wonder if he went through the appropriate channels of dealing with that appropriately, because I see ever since his son is his youngest passed, he's just been shooting with no recourse. And to be honest with you, Nick Cannon did the same thing when he was what did Nick Cannon sickness? I think it starts with letter L. What was it? I can't type with one hand. I got to figure out how to Nick Cannon's. Let me see, sickness. Let me see can you beat me? Who's gonna beat me? Let me see. Lupus. Right after Nick Cannon was diagnosed with lupus, the same thing happened to him. So I really want to know if there's a correlation between almost approaching death or seeing death and then wanting to essentially create a bunch of kids afterwards. Because I've seen that trend. I've seen that twice. And it really does, it hurts my feelings. So I'm going to go back to what my wife said. She said, I guess it can look good, but ultimately it's about the true heart of the matter. Why is only concerned with being present on the socials? Like I said, I don't really know the details of that situation, the details of that relationship. But what I can speak on is just, I'm zooming out. I'm saying in general, black men who are essentially just now starting their relationship with fatherhood and doing it by posting, even though they're not even physically as actively there all the time, I still have to give some credit to just posting. I was once, I'm not going to say any names. I was doing a gig with an associate friend of mine. I would say a friend of mine, definitely a friend of mine. And because I know his parents, we argued the whole ordeal. I've traveled with this brother. And he was having a party. And usually when he throws his parties, what he does, he calls me to be his videographer, his photographer, and I kind of give him a whole media package. I even tell you, I'll charge him $250. And what I do is I follow him for the day. I give him a chance to be a videographer. I get a chance to be his cameraman, and I record, clip it, give him his photos, so that on his, I'm not gonna say what it is, when he has his engagements, he has the content from the day, right? And this one time was different because he rented out an Airbnb and had a bunch of people coming over, and everything was fine and dandy. Everybody's piling into the paddy wagon. Everybody's coming up in here, and I know you're not supposed to be doing that, obviously. And what was different about this? Nothing was different about this time was until we had to leave and then essentially go to our next location. When we went to the next location was the local club. Bless you. We had to go to a local club. And he had a couple shawties coming with him. Now, when they were walking to his car, now mind you, because he had so many people coming with him, and me, when I do these types of gigs, especially party and club gigs, I always drive my own car. I do not like riding with other people because A, I just don't want to be held accountable. B, when I'm ready to leave, I want to leave, especially if you only pay for a certain amount of hours. I got to go. You my dog. But listen, I'm not trying to be out. I don't want to be in the club just socially. You know what I'm saying? Like that setting, every time I've been in the club, I've been paid to be there. And I say that with pride and joy. Or it's been work where I know the owners or I know the business, whatever it is. So I want to keep that going. So essentially, we're all leaving the Airbnb. Everybody, everybody had a sip there. There's a little hit, a little something there, this and that, whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to meet y'all at the spot. So when I get to the spot, while we're in front and everybody's leaving to get into their car, his two shawties that came with him, they were walking up to his car. And they said, one of them said, You got a baby? Now, mind you, this brother has had a baby. Hell, I photographed, not only was I there, I photographed the entire baby shower. He was like, yeah, man, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And I know it was in a joking manner, and I think it was in a joking manner, but he was kind of like trying to tuck the car seat or booster seat, whatever it was at the time. And I said, in my mind, I was like, wow, are you not proud of fatherhood, or are you like, excuse me. Sorry, see, I don't want to sneeze on you, brother. See, the things I do for you. I'm like, are you just not proud of fatherhood, or are you just trying to tuck away at being a dad? I just didn't understand that gesture. And in my mind, I'm like, what would cause somebody to do that? Now, mind you, this is a current story. This brother, this is somebody who's of today's day and age, social media, yada, yada. Now, from that situation, I spoke to him about that. And he told me, he was like, bro, it wasn't like that, whoop, whoop. And I can say from that situation, I've been seeing him post his kid a lot more frequently, and always being active in his kid's life. In fact, he even brought his kid to my baby shower. I had to make sure I went to his baby shower. He had to come to mine, the whole ordeal. So, yeah. And it just made me think that he came from, his dad wasn't in his life. Bless you. His dad wasn't, bless you again. His dad wasn't in his life, so I can probably understand why you kind of want to tuck in the car seat away was kind of like his knee-jerk gesture, but I do applaud him for later on posting his kid all of the time, anytime he gets. And that's why, even if somebody isn't the most active dad, I do think that there is some form of, the smallest form, okay? I want to be very clear with this. The smallest form of respect goes to posting your kid, because not all of them are even getting posted, or even a lot of dads aren't even present and not posting. I don't say you have to compare yourself to a worst case scenario in order to make yourself feel better, but I do think that there is something in that. That's just me. I want to talk about Russell Simmons. On that fatherhood tip, you talk about somebody, but I don't have enough information on the subject, so I'm not going to jump into it. So I'm gonna have that fatherhood conversation later. But yeah, that's another conversation that I'm willing to have, that I want to have very soon. Russell Simmons and the fatherhood conversation. You guys hear about that one? If you haven't, well, I'll talk about it tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. Also, by the way, if you guys are tuned in with me right now, I also want to let you know that I most likely will be just starting the show earlier tomorrow. Like I always say every day, but for real this time, because now I have a much more clear, schedule. I'm going to get a lot more done earlier. So, yeah. But yeah, we've been over here. Like I said, we've been streaming for the past 57 minutes. We've been chopping it up, yada, yada, yada. I feel like we've covered everything. I don't know if there was anything else for me to cover. I'm going to be giving the detailed steps on how I'm going to be getting into the real estate market, but more specifically the videography of the real estate market, also the club and club adjacent. We're going to come up with a list. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow on live. We're going to leave that. I'm going to be doing that live on the screen. It's probably going to be very dull. I'll try to find some music. What's up? Is that your toenail? Turn your foot down. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about that. I'm also going to be doing some eBay listings tomorrow as well. So we're going to be doing some eBay listings earlier. We're going to be doing some finding a lead generator list tomorrow. We're also going to be having some type of social topic. I don't really know. Also this week, you guys, Wednesday, we're going to be having a guest. Her name is Joe. I'm going to be recording her promo video tomorrow if she comes into town by tomorrow. So she is an influencer-esque fashion photo kind of personnel. So I'm expecting a good show. We're going to be talking about Bakersfield, Bakersfield behaviors, habits, all that good stuff. Yeah. That's all I really got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. We at the hour on the dot. I love it. I want you guys to stay happy, stay optimistic. Ablo is going to be with us Monday, Tuesday. I don't think Wednesday. Is that is your nose running? Wipe your nose. There you go. I didn't know that was there the whole time. So Ablo is going to be with us Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm not sure because it's a later show. Thursday, I'm not sure because it's a later show. So he's going to be with us today, tomorrow. You want to, what? You not vocal anymore? What happened? What's going on? There we go. I want you guys to stay happy, stay optimistic. We over here. We tuning out. We out. Tell the people bye, brother.